Om Vajradum Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastama Vidvishavahe. Om Shanta Shanta Shanti. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha Chaturthodhyayaha.
Chaturthodhyayaha.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
Shloka number 39. Shraddha-vallabhate jnanam.
Shraddha Vallabhate Jnanam.
Tatparasanyatendriyaha.
Tatparasanyathendriyaha.
Jnanam labdhva param shantim.
Jnanam Labdva Param Shantim.
Achirenadhigacchati.
Achirenadhigacchati.
Shraddhavan purushaha jnanam labhate. So yesterday, Shraddha, then Tatparaha, the commitment to the pursuit, commitment to the moksha purushartha. Tatparaha referring to the person, and is Sanyatendriyaha, mastery over sense organs and mind. Sanyatendriyaha is the mind which is committed to moksha purushartha. Sanyatendriyaha, the mind which is free from distractions, the mind which is not after sense pursuits. So that person, jnanam labdva. Shraddha is a, therefore that implies Shastram and the Acharya, therefore Param Jnanam Labdva Param Shantim. That is Swarupa Shantim, the Shantim which is the Param Shantim, Atma Shanti, it is Swarupa Shantim, Achirenadi Gachati, in no time he gains. Now, so for Shraddha is the highlight in this sloka. Previously, this Mumukshutvam, Shamadama and all talked about. Now, Shraddha is the highlight here. Shraddhavan Labate Jnanam. Now, in the absence of Shraddha, Shraddha is not there. Then what happens? Shraddhavan labate jnanam. And jnanena shantim param shantim adhigacchati. Shanti is moksha, freedom. Freedom from samsara. That is the shanti, sukham, atyanta sukham, atma sukham, shantihi. Achirena adhigacchati, no time begins. So Shraddha. Shraddha is not there, then if Shraddha is not there, then the person will be doubting the Shastra, will be doubting the teachings of the Shastram and as the teacher. Therefore, doubting Thomas will perish. He will neither, not only spiritual progress, he will neither gain material progress also, both material prosperity and spiritual progress, because he doubts everything. So therefore, the next shloka says, what will happen to the person if he lacks Shraddha? That says, the next shloka, Bhagavan presents a negative aspect by stating what happens to the person, what happens to one who doesn't have Shraddha. Let us read the shloka. Ajñascha Shraddhadanascha
Agnyascha Shaddhadanascha
Samshayatma Vinashyati
Samshayatma Vinashyati
Nayam Lokosti na paro
Nayam Lokosti na paro
Nasukam Samshayatmanaha.
Nasukham Samshayatmanaha.
As in the previous shloka, Shraddhavan Labhate Jnanam, it is oft quoted. Similarly, here also, Samshayatma Vinashyati. That is oft quoted. Samshayatma, the person who doubts, doubting person will perish. Vinashyati, the person who doubts, Nashanam Prapnoti, he perishes. Samshayatma. Samshayatma is Samshayaha Atmani. Yasya Saha, the one who has Samshaya in his Atma is mind here, not the Sachidananda Atma. It's referring to Antakaranam. The one who entertains doubt in his mind with regard to everything, that person, Samshayatma. So Samshayatma Vinashyati. Samshayam Atmani Antakarane Yasya Saha. That person Vinashyati. That person will be deprived of this loka as well as that loka. He will be deprived of sukham obtainable in this loka as well as the other loka. So Ajnaha is na jnanam, na jnaha ajnaha. Jnaha is janati iti jnaha, the one who knows. The one who knows is called jnaha. The one who knows is called jnaha. Na janati ajnaha. So ajnaha is the person who doesn't know, the person who lacks viveka. The person who lacks viveka, ajnaha. Ajnaha cha, then ashraddhanaha. Ashraddhanaha. Shraddhanaha is that person has faith, has got shraddha. Nanch. Ashraddha. Ashraddhanaha. Ashraddhanaha is doesn't have shraddha in the shastram and the teacher. So therefore he is a samshayatma, vinashyati, perishes. One who has no viveka, ajnaha, who doesn't have knowledge, viveka jnanam, and who has no shraddha in the shastram and in the words of the teacher, and samshayatma, who has a doubting mind, that person perishes. For that person, I am lokaha, this loka, nasti, not there, na paraha, other loka also not there. It means either this loka, not that loka, nor happiness. So you will not gain happiness in any of the loka. So you will not be peaceful in this loka, nor peaceful in the other loka. You will not, because you will be always doubting. Therefore, you will be deprived of happiness in any loka, in whichever loka he gains. You will continue to be an unhappy person. So ajnaha here means aviveki. One who doesn't have discrimination. Vivekaha asya asti iti vivekin. One who has got viveka is called viveki. Ajnaha is aviveki. Shankaracharya clarifies this point here by saying ajnaha means anatmagyaha. Atmagyaha is the one who knows atma. Na atmagyaha, one who doesn't know atma. It means the person doesn't have atma anatma viveka. Who doesn't have the mind to understand distinctly atma and anatma. One who doesn't know atma, who doesn't have atma and atma viveka. Discrimination between the atma and anatma. Almost everyone is anatmagya. All ajnanis are anatmagya only. If anatmagya is shraddha in what Shastram says, at least yes, some scope, some hope is there. Anatmagyaha starts with the Shraddha because Anatmagyaha doesn't know what Atma is. Therefore, he starts with the Shraddha. But this person is doubting person, is Anatmagyaha. So if doubt is there, then he will never start also. So therefore, if the Anatmagyaha Shraddha, at least he has some hope. Such a person knows what is right and wrong and can follow his or her own dharma by performing nitya karma enjoined by the Shastra. By living in this way, Viveka will eventually be gained and knowledge also. So you will gain knowledge in Viveka in time, knowledge in time. The person has Shraddha, even though he is Anatmagyaha, in fact, all are Anatmagyaha only. Mumukshus are Ajnani only. In the beginning, Ajnani only. We start as an Ajnani. That's it, nothing wrong. We start as an Ajnani, but Shraddha is important. If Shraddha is there, then we follow the injunctions of the Shastram and of the teacher. And over a period of time, we develop buddhi, viveka, and therefore jnanam. There is hope. Whereas this person is ashraddhanaha. Because of Shraddha, the non-discriminative ignorant person can become discriminative. Once there is discrimination, here discrimination is between Atma and Anatma. Atma and Anatma, Viveka. Viveka, there will be attachment and objectivity. Objectivity means Vairagya. So Vairagya is Viveka born. Because of which the person will have, because of Vairagya, there will be Mumukshutvam. So Vivekajanya Vivekajanya Vairagyam and Vairagyataha Mumukshutvam. Then the desire for liberation, Mumukshutvam, Moksha will lead to the inquiry Atma Vichara, whereby the knowledge is gained, and along with it Param Shantim Adhigachati. In this way, the person who has Shraddha gains this world as well as the other. It means the purpose of taking birth in the Janma is served for this person, and he has gained other world also. In fact, there is nothing he has to gain. He has gained that which is to be gained. So therefore, everything is gained. It doesn't lack anything. Therefore, he gains this loka as well as other loka. It's called Krita Krityaha. Saw before. The problem comes when the person who is an Ajna is also an Ashraddhana. Ashraddhana. Not only does a person doesn't have discrimination, he or she has no Shraddha either. Such a person cannot give benefit of doubt to the Shastram. But his disbelief is also not based on reason. He doesn't believe in Shastram. What is the reason? It doesn't based on any reason. It doesn't based on any logic. He just refuses to accept the Shastram. How can you prove there is no heaven? Suppose if the person doubts, ask there is no heaven. How can you prove there is no heaven? For example, you can neither prove its existence, nor disprove it. You cannot prove there is heaven. You cannot disprove it also. How can you conclude something is right or wrong, unless you make an inquiry, for which you must have some Shraddha? No inquiry is made if Shraddha is not there. So our people who have no faith in the Shastram may have faith in themselves or in other people. They may also have faith in money or in power. This kind of faith will give these people something at least. If a person has faith in the world, he can gain some happiness and security. If he has faith in the world, at least he will gain material prosperity. The world doesn't offer some sukha. The world does offer some sukha to such a person if he has faith, at least in material in the world. And for the person who trusts his or her abilities and has faith in the efficacy of the various means and ends available to explore and use, there definitely definitely are the opportunities to pick up some sukha. Such a person is deprived of the other world, but he does gain this world. This person may not believe in other loka, but at least he believes this world, or he believes in his capabilities, capacities. Therefore, he gains at least some sukha in this world. But the other person, here, the Shraddhana, the main problem presented in this shloka is doubt, samshaya. One who is a doubter is called samshaya atma. Here the word atma, important. Atma meaning antakranam, the mind, in this context. Because doubt can exist only in the mind. About the samshaya atma, the person, samshaya atma, Bhagavan says, Neither this world nor the world beyond, nor happiness is there for the doubter. In his Bhashyam, Shankaracharya explains both non-discriminative person and the one who has no Shraddha perish. Meaning they go from death to death, as said in Kathopanishad. Maranat Maranam Gacchati. They go from death to death. It means they take Janma after Janma. They continue to travel in samsara. But such people are not as badly off as Samshayatma who has no Shraddha in the Shastra. He or she does not believe in the existence of Punya and Papa and therefore doesn't care to follow Dharma and therefore deprived the world hereafter also. So therefore, Samshayatma is, but such people are not as badly off as Samshayatma who has no Shraddha in the Shastra. So a person can be a non-discriminative, but Shraddha, if he has no Shraddha, then there is no hope for the person. So therefore, it doesn't believe in Papa Punya, therefore doesn't bother about bother following Dharma. Therefore, he will be deprived of the other loka also, either this loka nor other loka. Therefore, the Samshayatma cannot gain happiness in this world. And Ajnaha at least can gain happiness. Ajnaha, even though he's Ajnaha, he may gain some happiness. But if it's Samshayatma, that also is added. There is a doubting person. He cannot gain happiness in this world. Such a person cannot even get married. He or she always asks, will I able to make a success of it? I doubt it. Even if the person does get married, how long will the marriage last when one is always doubting the other person? Every phone call becomes a matter for doubt, even if it is only a telephone operator on the other end. Like this, the Samshayatma is not only a tragedy to himself, but also to everyone else around. Thus, Krishna says that this world is not there for the doubting person, nor is there for the world beyond, nor any happiness here. While knowledge of Atma is not possible without Shraddha, a person who has faith in something other than Shastra can get something out of life. But the Samshaya Atma has no trust, he has no Shraddha whatsoever in the scriptures, in other people, or even in oneself. Uddared Atmanatmanam Atmanam Avasadayed, Bhagavan says in 6th chapter, one should lift oneself one should lift oneself by oneself. Therefore, one must have Atma Shraddha, Atma Vishwasaha, self confidence. One should not doubt oneself. In fact, the strength starts from Atma Shraddha. The person doesn't believe in himself, doesn't believe in people, and all to talk about Shastram, doesn't believe in Shastram also. Therefore, even this world is not there for the person. I am lokaha nasti, paralokaha api nasti, sukam api nasti. This world, that is, whatever one can get from one's life, is also not there for Samshayatma. He will be deprived of the pleasures of this world as well as the other world. Samshayatma vinashyati iti. Therefore, Bhagavan says, next shloka 41. I think this chapter has got 43. So we're going to finish next shloka 41. Yoga sanyasta karmanam. Hello.
Yoga Sanyastha Karmanam
Jnana sanchinna samshayam.
Jnana Sanchinna Samshayam
Atmavantam na karmani.
Atmavantanna Karmani
Nibadnanti dhananjaya.
Nipadnanthi Dhananjaya.
This chapter is 42 shlokas. The shloka, next shloka. So yoga sanyasta karmanam. Sanyasta karmanam. Here, yoga, yogena sanyasta. Here they're referring to the person. Karmanaha. Yogena sanyasta karmana. One who has given up karma through yoga. Yogena samyak samyak sanyasta sampurvaka ni. Sanyasta. Karmanaha, the one who has given up, who has done the tyaga of karma by yoga. Yoga sanyasta karmanam. Yoga sanyasta karmanaha tam jnana sanchina samshayam. Jnana sanchina samshayam. By jnana, it is samyak chinna, which is cut by jnanena. Jnanena sanchina samshayam. The doubt which is cut by, which is removed by jnanam. Atmavantam, one who is together, Atmavantam. Atmanishta ityartaha. Karmani na divadranti. So, yoga sanyasta karmanam, jnana sanchina samshayam, Atmavantam. These are karma, object in the sentence. Karmani, that is the subject. So, karmani, yoga sanyasta karmanam, jnana sanchina samshayam, Atmavantam na nivadnati. Karma do not bind the person who has given up karma through yoga. Who has karma through yoga. Yoga means Atma Jnanam here. Jnana Sanchina Samshayam, who has removed his doubt by Jnanam, and Atmavantam is Atmanishta, the one who is together. So him, the karma, the actions do not bind. So, O Arjuna, Dhananjaya, actions do not bind the one who has renounced action through yoga, whose doubts have been clearly severed by knowledge, and one who is together, Atmavantam, is with himself, Atmavantam, together. Bhagavan addresses Arjuna as Dhananjaya here, meaning one, Dhananjayati, one who has earned a number of titles, one who has earned a number of titles and all kinds of wealth. The actions karmani referred to in this shloka includes all types of actions, proper and improper acts, Vedic rituals, and all worldly activities, karmani, all the actions, worldly, whether material action, the worldly actions or Vedic karma, dharma, everything. So therefore, none of them, Bhagavan says here, tells Arjuna, bind the person, nibadranti, badranti, nibadranti, do not bind. Whom? Who is the one who is not bound by actions? The one, that is, three qualifications are given here for the person. That person will not be bound by action. Yoga sanyasta karma, jnana sanchina samshaya, atmavan. These words refer to the person. The person is yoga sanyasta karma. Pratama vibhakti ekavachanam of yoga sanyasta karman shabda. Jnana sanchina samshayaha. The person is jnana samchinna samshayaha. Jnanena samyak chinnaha sanchinaha samshayaha yasya saha. Atmavan. So referring to the person, Atmavat Shabda, Atmavan. So every word will be explained. Yoga Sanyasta Karma. Who is Yoga Sanyasta Karma, or what does it mean? Shankaracharya explains Yoga Sanyasta Karma as one who has given up karma through yoga. Through yoga characterized by clear vision of reality. In other words, through the knowledge of the true nature of self. Therefore, yoga is Atma Jnanam. Atma Jnanena Jnana Karma Sannyasa. Yoga Sannyasta Karma is the one who has given up karma by jnanam. Karmanya karma yaf pashyet. Karmanya karma yaf pashyet. One who sees akarma, atma in karma. That is one who has understood that atma ham atma akarta it. That person is yoga sanyasta karma. Yoga referring to jnana yoga here. But the word is also used to include karma yoga. Since in order to have gained knowledge, the person must have lived a life of karma yoga. Therefore, yoga sannyasta karma is the one who has given up all actions through jnanam, jnana karma sannyas. Such a person is a jnani, one who sees akarma in karma. We saw this in the 18th shloka of this chapter. So, yoga sannyasta karma is different from sannyasta karma. Yes. Sannyasta karma is mere giving up of action. Sannyasta karma. Yoga sannyasta karma is jnana. Out of jnanam, he gives up. Gives up means though he doesn't do karma. But sannyasta karma is mere giving up giving up action. That is Kevala sannyasa. It is. In fact, it's not a sannyasi, gives up. A sannyasta karma is one who is a sannyasi, who has given up all duties by will in order to pursue knowledge. Yes, in the beginning he gives up karma, he's not a jnani, kevala karma sannyasi, it's a jnani only. If he pursues knowledge, he's supposed to pursue knowledge. If he pursues knowledge, later it will become yoga sannyasta karma. In the beginning he is sannyasta karma, but later it becomes yoga sannyasta karma. The sannyasta karma is one who is a sannyasi who has given up all duties by will. It takes sannyasa to pursue knowledge exclusively. A yoga sannyasta karma, on the other hand, is the one who, on the account of knowledge of Atma as Akarta, Agam Atma Akarta iti, who knows he or she is not the doer, and therefore is not bound by any action whatsoever. Naiva kinchit karomi iti. Yukto manyete tattavite. Kurvanapi na karoti. Therefore, the knowledge that is one is not the doer distinguishes yoga sannyasta karma from a mere sannyasta karma. Jnana sanchina samshaya. The second qualification is freedom from doubt. So the person is described as jnana sanchina samshaya. Sanchina means cut. Samshaya is doubts. One whose doubts have been completely cut, severed by jnanena. In his Bhashyam, Shankaracharya poses the question, how did the person become a yoga sannyasta karma? And replies, by knowledge. Therefore, jnana sanchina samshaya, vidyate hridayagranti chidyante sarva samshayaha, Mundakopanishad. So therefore, he didn't describe this knowledge, this yoga, as a vision of the identity between oneself and the Lord, the Jiveshwara Aikyam, Jiva Brahma Aikyam, the vision that which destroys doubts completely, destroys all one's doubts. And what doubts are these? One may doubt whether or not fullness is really the nature of oneself, or if Atma is eternal or Anatma non-eternal. Is there a connection between Atma and Anatma? And if so, what kind of connection? Is there a division of identity between the individual and Ishvara, the Lord? These are the doubts that arise. So all these doubts are removed by this person. Therefore, the one who is free from doubts that Atma is real, Atma is Satyam, and Anatma is this Mithya. When the person has no doubt whatsoever about this fact, there is knowledge, not faith. Faith in Shastra as a pramana is required only until only knowledge takes place. In the beginning, only Shraddha. Shraddha in the Shastra Mesrana, once Jnanam is gained. So therefore, the person, once the Jnanam is gained, so therefore, what is the use of even the Shastra as Shastra? So in the beginning, faith, the Shraddha in the Shastram, it's required for knowledge to take place. Once knowledge takes place, then Atma alone is real. Everything is unreal, Mithya. So with reference to heaven and so on, mentioned by the Shastra, the statements are not verifiable here. Therefore, existence of heaven, Swarga Loka, remains a faith for you till death. Because that Loka is gained only after death. Therefore, because Shastra says, therefore, it must be true. Because we have Shraddha in the Shastram. If there is a heaven, you will go there, provided, of course, you have done whatsoever is to be done to get there according to Shastra. It means you must have done some punya to go to the Swarga Loka. Then only Swarga Loka is gained. Once punya is over, kshine punya, matti lokam vishanti, when punyas are exhausted, one has to come down. Shastra says. But what is to be understood here is that this heaven going is purely faith. And as such, not verifiable while in this body. Whereas when it comes to Vedanta, knowledge is involved, not faith. Therefore, knowledge is involved, therefore it is verifiable here and now. Here we are talking about the Atma, the self-evident I. I am is self-evident. Therefore, I don't need the Shastra to tell me that I exist. Then what is the purpose of Shastram? Shastra is required only to correct the mistake, the erroneous notions, the wrong conclusions that I have about myself. Therefore, the Shastra is not to create any new knowledge. It is only to remove the Ajnanam. To remove Ajnanam, only Shastram as a Pramanam works for the sadhakas. Shastra doesn't produce new knowledge. Vedanta doesn't produce new knowledge. Vedanta doesn't produce new knowledge. So, therefore, that I am is a self-evident fact. It is not a conclusion. It's a fact. Whereas I am samsari is a superimposed fact. It is not true. It's a conclusion. It's a self-made wrong conclusion. This conclusion is purely notional. And this is, if this is true, then it must be there all the time, but this is absent when I am asleep, and is absent between two thoughts, and is absent in a moment of joy, and is falsified in the wake of knowledge. Therefore, I am samsari is not true. I don't need to verify that that I exist. I need only to eliminate the doubts and errors about myself. But the Shastra enables me to do this. The removal of this error is called what is Atma Jnanam, knowledge of the identity of the Atma with Ishvara. So this removal of error is Jiva Ishvara Aikyam, the oneness, the one the oneness. The truth is one. The truth is Ishvara alone exists. But because of the error, because of the mistake, what is error? The error caused due to Ajnanam. Because of Ajnanam, there seems to be an apparent difference between Jiva and Ishvara. So that apparent division, which is due to the apparent the division, that is error caused due to due to Ajnanam, that is removed by Jnanam, Atma Jnanam. So for the removal of the error, the mistake is Aham Ishvarat Binnaha, that is error. The apparent division between me and Ishvara, that is removed by Shastram. And that is what we call Atma Jnanam. Not Atma Jnanam as some new Jnanam is gained. Therefore, and the doubt and the one whose doubts have been removed by this knowledge is called Jnana Sanchina Samshaya. So for him, the truth is revealed. Therefore, that Jnana Sanchina Samshaya iti. Then the last one, Atmavantam, Atmavan. Atma, I think you will read in the next class. We'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanta Shanta Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.